No. Have fun. Dave, did your boys
I
win
think we made
last
it
night?
fine. Okay. Looks like it's 11 o'clock. I'll call to order the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Thursday, January the 8th. Sorry, it feels like we were just here a week ago.
There's a reason.
That's because we were. Okay, has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of the previous meeting? If so, entertain any motions related to.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. No public hearings and old business. Go straight into new business. Welcome everybody to 2026. Farmers market requests. We've got Spud Bank. And you guys want me to do all three of these together? Or you want to vote on them separately?
These are repeats and
They're pretty good.
I'd say do them together.
Do them
Haven't
together?
had any
Okay.
issues, so let's run them together.
Okay, Spud Bank, Lake and U Bank. Would like to be there from 11 to 3, February 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. Nothing special about that. No complaints that I'm aware of. Chick-fil-A Columbus. This one is asking for January dates. January 12th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, and 30th from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. So both the lunch and the evening crowd on Chick-fil-A out of Columbus. And Toby Calhoun with Junkyard Barbecue would like to be there from 11 to 1:30 on January the 15th. Again, no complaints on any of the three that I'm aware of. And those are regular visitors.
A few days you can get a Spud and a Chick-fil-A at the same time. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you can get your Spud to go with your sandwich.
I kind of wonder how often Chick-fil-A, I mean, they're up to twice a week, 2 shifts.
Yeah.
So,
At some point, you would think they would invest in
a facility.
a facility, but
They're out the other place too, aren't they?
they are, but that's on private property, so we don't
Yeah, I know, but
control that one.
I'd make a motion to approve the request.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, next stop on the agenda is the residential handicap parking renewals. We've got David and Charlene Robbins. They're down at 819 West Brown Street. Several surgeries in different pieces. They do have the doctor's signature. Everything appears to be current on David's renewal. And then the other one is James Highland, 309 East Broadway, or South Broadway, sorry. Doctor's signature, disabled. So it appears everything is ordered on his renewal as well. And again, both those are renewals, which would put us up to 8 completed, Jane?
I think so, yeah.
I think we're at 8, so we've probably still got a couple floating around that Jane's working on.
Those both seem to be in order, so I'll make a motion to accept, both handicap renewals.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, we have a pool permit fee from Parks and Recreation. Parks, are you guys talking about this? Bernie, Jeremy, who's tackling this one?
Let's double team. All right. So as we all know, the parks are renovating our pool, and we are requesting to have our permit fee to be waived, please.
Yes, and we are aware of it. This is fairly common, but you guys are normally the group that waives those permit fees, so that's why we're here.
You're taking us for granted, is that what you're saying?
God, yeah.
But we're a team right now, so I guess we both are.
You throw me under the
Right?
bus.
I teamed up.
He's not,
Jeremy, don't be so thin-skinned in this, okay?
Yeah.
he's not good company to be hanging around with.
How much is that
I
fee
asked,
normally?
I asked for one and they gave me one once, so.
Is that the $75?
Make a
fee?
motion to approve
Hey,
that.
thank you, Brad.
They borrow $4.7 million, but can't afford a $75 fee.
Well,
They're cutting it really close.
Every penny counts,
hey,
Aaron.
it's just that we don't really want to charge our other departments, cause it all comes from the same big pot, right, Darren?
Yeah.
Basically. But yep, where Doug Gregory's sitting over there, where we charge him for property taxes, and they're the sewer department, we charge them for sewer and everything.
I'd waive their
Wait a minute,
permit.
they charge us for sewer.
Yes, they do.
I would expect you
It's
guys
a-
to waive their permit.
It's a symbiotic relationship, okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
I'll make a motion to waive the permit fee.
Second.
Well, with a little bit of ribbon, it sounds like you got your permit fee waived.
Thank
All- Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Let's see, I got the Chad Dixon, the ERC, and Bernie Hausberger City Engineer Show coming up. Looks like Bernie's going first.
Okay, I'm gonna start with a change order on, King's Trucking, for King's Trucking at the Southeast Industrial Park, also known as, the new Henry Way roadway that's going in. We have, a change order in front of you for, that facility. It's not signed by the it's kind of we're kind of doing a fast and furious, trying to beat your deadline for this meeting. They are aware of it. They signed the wrong version is what happened, and so we have to go back and get their signature again. But I'd like to get this thing approved. They're okay with it. What the change order 2 is some of this is to get the money in order. We had a little glitch in some of the original pay estimates that were sent to us, so we'll have those coming in the near future too, to update those basically to get the State Board of Accounts in order. But for this new change order, we had a few things come in. Let's see, the storm sewer had a precast in section that we deleted, but then we also had in phase 2 a precast in section that had to be added. And they didn't cost the same, so we had to go ahead and flip those one negative and then one added back in. Then the same thing with a water line, 12-inch valve. Indiana American Water was still in review process when we bid the project, and they just now have given us approval to put that line in, so it's just now going in this week. But they have asked for another water valve, so we're asking for that to be added to the list. So what we end out with is a change order increase of $7,030 for this version.
Any questions related to that change order? Might be the lowest change order that Bernie has brought to us in a long time.
I'm a little confused. Is there just one?
One change or two?
Well, you got this phase 1 and phase 2 of the project. We had to build portions of phase 2 just because of constructability issues to try to, usually a phase 1 and a phase 2, you're supposed to have constructability figured out so they can be built separate to some degree. But there was some issues.
And there was a previous change order.
Okay.
Yeah, change order 1.
So this is change order number 2.
So this is only
$7,000.
$7,000.
Yeah, you already gave one for $75,000.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
That's why you're seeing the addition.
Yeah,
total
this is like 10
change.
times less.
Just keep trending that way, huh?
Yeah. Next one would be for 700. Okay, any other questions on that one?
Looks like it's inevitable. I'd just say motion to approve it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, then the next thing is we have our on-call services contract that I'd like to have you guys review. Should be also be in front of you. Is that okay to go over that now?
Yep.
So obviously last year we were with FPBH and Gonzalez merged with us, and so now we are a Gonzalez company. So we would like for you to review that they did change hourly rates to some degree significantly. So
I reviewed it, and city engineer, they increased it by only 11%. It was the smallest of the hourly rates. The most was Survey Tech. It went up 38%.
Did you look at it, Chris?
Yes, sir.
All good?
Yes, yep, I'm okay with it.
Questions and thoughts?
I mean, it's, again, it's, we all know the increases are there. Every place we look, there's always increases. I mean, I get that to agree, but,
I guess I get a slight
I'll,
raise.
I'll make a motion to accept the new rates for the Gonzalez.
Second.
Motion and second, to approve. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you. And then the last thing I have is, which kind of goes along with the on-call services, I have a conflict of interest disclosure statement that I'd like to have you review. You've approved these every year since I've been doing the city engineering position, which allows us to do additional projects. Like a lot of times we'll work for the truck wash out there at US 31, which probably didn't directly relate to the city, but it is had to be reviewed by another engineering firm actually. So so we do work that it probably could be considered a conflict of interest, but I try to put the two hats on as best I can, keep them separate.
I'd make a motion to accept the conflict of interest statement.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the conflict of interest statement. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
That's all I had. Jan?
Mine's pretty quick. Just want to give an update on some of the jobs. Phase 1 O'Brien Street, utility work plans are in progress. Right-of-way purchasing should start in February, and we have secured the REL right-of-way, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Phase 2, we're down to one parcel, getting it lined out this week, taking longer than they wanted to in court, but just for the owner being unreachable. Phase 3 is what we call RFC. It's done and ready to go, submitted. 2nd Street, we're working on the fine details of the project. Thanks to Brad Isaacs, we have our certified payroll corrected and submitted. We had an issue with payroll and stuff like that, but we finally have it worked out. Transfer station, the steel uprights are installed. We're working on cross members, and they're planning to pour the concrete drive within the next 2 weeks or so, as the building is going up. As you know, CCMG 24 is closed. 25, Omer should be back on site March, April. That's all I have, unless you guys have any questions.
Nothing for me.
I do.
I want to probably throw something in there real quick. Chad's been working diligently with the O'Brien Street LPA project, and he deserves some credit, along with the state for working with us very well to try to get that thing keeping it in progress. This one parcel was a real trick to get through, and Chris did a great job
No,
helping
Dixon's
that coordinate.
I owe him a steak dinner, so.
We shaved
And I don't eat
we
meat,
did
so.
shave some time off there, so I mean, we've done well. So.
If you need reimbursed, I can help you with the
He'll go halvesies with you, Bernie.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Bernie.
Be a really small steak. Mr. Bose.
Got 6 sewer adjustments here. First one being Farrow and Thompson, 111 East 2nd Street, outside faucet left on. Travis was in and filled this out and talked to him for a minute. He thinks there were some little kids doing it. He's quite certain, but looking for a credit of $413.25. Josie Hawkins, 914 Circle Drive. Grandson left the water hose on. She's looking for a credit of $71.63. Tiffany Black, 315 South Broadway. American Water Company changed the meter and the fittings were not tight. They had to go back a second time and snug everything up. She's just looking for a credit of $71.63. Lori Finley Asbury, underground leak in the yard. Everything's returned to normal and has since been repaired. Looking for a credit of $677.73. Seymour Holiness Bible Church, 1365 Shields Avenue, leak under the church basement. They're looking for a credit of $82.65. And Kaya Witt, watering sod ended mid-September of 25, looking for a credit of 286.52. All of them meet our criteria, so I would ask that these be approved.
I'll make a motion to accept all 6 of the, adjustments.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Now, if they'd all been 71.63, I may have questioned
That'd
that.
been nice, yeah. Because I looked at that too, and I was like, somebody's transposing numbers, but nope.
What's the odds?
Same kids running around turning on spigots.
Anything else, Mr. Bose?
We're going into miscellaneous business next, so I'll just go ahead and touch on this if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Started this conversation originally with Greg, and what initiated was Ernie Davidson, retired. He was the police department's IT person. Part-time, kinda. So, you know, he took care of all the PCs and stuff and limited amount of Spillman, body cams, car cams, all that other stuff. Police department also utilized a company called Elevate out of Indianapolis and went in a couple meetings with them to talk about. I've always had a sense the city is piecemealed together as far as their IT systems. And yes, we carry cyber insurance. Luckily, knock on wood, we've never been hacked, but it concerns me. It's one of the very few things that, you know, if I start thinking about it, I tend to worry about. So I sought out from NITEC and Elevate, these two companies. NITEC has been our provider, hit and miss here and there. I mean, we've also utilized, like I said, Elevate. I know sewer department utilizes somebody different, and they really want to continue down that route. So I've kind of kept them out of this bid. But NITEC gave us a quote. We were looking for somebody to still be on site 1 or 2 days a week, take care of all of our IT issues, whatever needs done, any of those fields, security cameras, like at the fire department, whatever else. NITEC put together a quote. This includes all the licensing, police department, city hall, fire department, DPW. They were looking for about $14,000 a month is what they were looking to manage all our IT infrastructure. Over the course of a year, $145,500 was the quote from NITEC. And like I said, that includes any licensing from Microsoft, antivirus, everything along those lines. That was based on a $150 an hourly rate, which we currently pay Greg Reasoner when he's in here on their behalf. So actually the total monthly rate was $12,125, my bad. So meeting with Elevate, a couple things I really liked about them. Number one, they partner with the Indiana Office of Technology. That's the State Department office. I've attended a couple of their meetings. Through them, we will get free antivirus software, which we're currently being charged through from NITEC. And it has pre and post endpoint protection. Right now, we only have endpoint protection through NITEC, so it'll be us another level of protection. And they actually have a local contractor that they will use for basically the same stuff that NITEC does, and his rate's $125 an hour. They're offering a 6-month trial. They want us to pay, commit to 8 hours a week, so basically $1,000 a week. And then the other piece of Elevate, they're actually programming group, which services part of Greg Spillman and actually does high intense networking, stuff like that, that's above the $125 scale. We just buy a bank of hours, and Greg has done this for years. I think last year he spent about $30,000 on it. And we're looking at an estimate of $2,400 a month for us to do this. So when I add up everything with Elevate, what they anticipate, we've talked, they have an idea of how many PCs, how many servers, all of the licenses we have in these 4 departments, coming up with about $107,000 a year estimated. Like I said, I've got an agreement. Chris has reviewed it. It's for 6 months to start out with, to try it and see how it works. NITEC's done a good job for us. I don't have anything against them. But Elevate has a lot more willingness, I think, and networking with the state to help us get some benefits. The state also has their own GIS program, which we'll have access to, plus some other things that I think will ultimately save us money.
So I'm understanding that Elevate is cheaper than NITEC?
Their IT and networking person that will be doing our day-to-day stuff is $25 an hour cheaper.
And he's local?
Yes. So he's available 24/7, 365. So
So what's the 107,000? That's just
110.
Yeah.
That is the $2,400 a month that Elevate would charge.
Yeah.
That is the $1,000 a week. Their subcontractors anticipating at 8 hours a week. That's licensing. And the first 2 weeks, they will be here more intensely, learning, going out, checking out everything,
But that's
collecting
not an
IP
additional
addresses.
cost. That's
Do
part
what?
of- That's not an additional cost.
That's correct.
in
It's
there?
one time, should be a one-time shot.
So NITEC
Now-
is considerably more then, right?
Huh?
Am I reading right that NITEC is considerably more?
That's based on the quotes, yes.
Yeah.
What, 20K, give or take?
Yeah, probably more like, 35 to 40K.
Okay, okay.
The other thing that their Elevate's eventually gonna do for us, we still run a server out of our office for Keystone. When the time comes, Greg needs to update his Spillman server. That's another discussion we're having. There's enough horsepower in that unit to put a virtual server. So we can get rid of the one back here. We will no longer have to need that. We can run Keystone out of the Spillman server. And then even a little further down the road, because we're already digital with phones, they can build a virtual server to run our phone system, and our phone bills will go away. So on our what we call our landlines, our desk phones in the office. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here, for cost savings down the road. Obviously, we're not doing it all at startup, but I would like permission to, try them out for 6 months and sign the 6-month agreement and see how it works out.
And that takes care of all entities other than wastewater, is that
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're set on that, Doug? You guys are content with what you got out there? Okay.
So does that take the cost away from each department then, or will they still be coming out of their budget?
We'll still kind of break, if he's got to do something special, like order computers or whatever else, update cameras, that part will,
The basic stuff was
yes.
handled.
And
One source.
if the gentleman, the local guy's got to spend all 8 hours at PD one week, then, we'll build that for PD.
Yeah.
So,
I guess my only concern is about the one guy that's here close by.
mhm.
How many other places has he got this same agreement with, And we won't know that until
Yeah.
the
I mean,
workload
it
starts.
states 24/7, 365. He's available.
It's nice that we can go into it for 6 months and try, and then not be committed to signing up for 4 or 5 years, whatever. A lengthier amount of time that we may regret, if we go a different direction, but I think it's something you have to look into with security, and like I say, it's just
Mhm.
unbelievable the stuff that's out there.
Looks like there's a lot more resources with the Elevate.
Yeah, that's the main point that sold him with me. Just their partnership with the Indiana Office of Technology, and I think that will reap us a lot of benefits too. It'll also migrate us to eventually moving over to a .gov email at no charge. So NITEC, I got a quote from NITEC to do that, and we're going to charge us to do that. So.
Well, and it's a much bigger cost savings too.
Mhm.
I don't have a problem. I'll make a motion to accept the 6-month trial with Elevate, and
Okay.
I think it's a good move. I'll second.
we'll revisit it later. Yeah.
All right.
Motion and a second to approve the trial run with Elevate. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Anything else, Aaron?
That's all I have.
Okay, to continue down the miscellaneous stack here, Ducks Unlimited is having bingo at the Eagles Lodge here in Seymour. That'll be on February the 24th, from 5:30 to 9 at the latest. But what they're asking for permission for is to have 5:30 grill parked in the parking lot behind the Eagles, to be able to serve dinner for the event. Again, the event raises money for Ducks Unlimited, which has got a little description about what Ducks Unlimited does if anybody needs me to read that. So, but they're asking permission to place a food truck behind the Eagles for a night.
Obviously, Eagles is aware of it and okay with it, so I'd make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Motion and second to approve Ducks Unlimited. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign, motion carries. Okay. Next up, 250 Grill, not to be confused with the one we just heard. Aaron Black is needing to renew his gourmet grilled cheese, breaded tenderloin fries, and bottled drinks trailer license. Let's see. Food establishment, fire department, inspection. Appears that everything is in order.
Have any complaints?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'll make a motion to allow the renewal.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 250 Grills renewal. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Miscellaneous from the audience.
Do you know the white shirt rule yet?
It depends. Is he getting ready to ask us for money?
Don't know. He's got paper.
I'm hoping it just means he can put on a light colored shirt.
We've just changed a couple things. Dylan Walls, Seymour Transit Director. We've changed a few things on our brochure and our website. We were just charging $16 for a bag of 10 in our tokens. I've highlighted it there on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
We're now selling them for $2 a piece. I figured that was just easier for some passengers. Another thing, our service animal policy. We're now allowing all pets. It says down here, we do allow animals to ride the bus for scheduled vet appointments. All animals must be in constant control of the owner, either on a leash or a crate. Any mess cleanup is the passenger's responsibility. Any animals that pose a direct threat to another passenger and animal will be asked to be removed from the bus. So.
Is that your only two updates at the moment, Dylan?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any luck finding the ones we talked about the other day?
We're working on those right
Okay,
now.
that's what I figured, but I hadn't heard back, so I assumed you were still looking for them, so.
There's about 15 of them.
That's probably about how many we did.
Yeah.
Does the pet, is that emotional pets also? Is that included in with that?
I mean, yeah, it is, but they have to have like a set appointment. They can't just be on the bus
Okay,
whenever.
I'm just
but-
curious, cause
Yeah, it has been in question.
I heard all animals.
Emotional support coach.
As long as they have an appointment, that can be accepted, so.
I'll make a motion to accept the changes.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the changes for transit. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Well, if you're taking your dog to the vet, are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, no, and so I've actually been in there for that conversation. So in the event that somebody has a vet appointment.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much any animal is allowed at that point. Otherwise, it needs to be a form of a service animal. It's kind of probably where the whole conversation even started was, because I know I was in there the day when the one called in about it. So we could not fit her cow on the bus for its vet appointment. So
There is a
We
limit.
don't do meal pickups.
There is a little stipulation about pets and stuff too that we have in this city.
Chickens.
It's true. Depends on what it technically is. Before we get way distracted on animals riding the buses, I don't see a lot of white shirts, so nobody's asking for money today, so that's a good thing. Anybody else got anything they need? Board,
I have
commission,
just,
You want an update on coin laundry?
if you would like to.
I saw them working on that yesterday.
They had traffic all snarled up.
Yes, it
Yes,
was.
Poor
they
United's
left,
working on a
they-
project and
They
got
left
it
the
messed
lane
up.
closed last night too. I thought they would be done, but, Coin Laundry, Doug Gregory, WPC. Coin Laundry has a contractor there. They got state permits. They've dug up their lateral out in the road where the rocks are in the lateral. Come to find out, the lateral comes into the road and does a 45-degree going to the west and not straight down to the main. So what their plans, they called us there yesterday, their plans is to cap the old lateral going to the west and just run it straight down to the main where it should have been run in the first place. And then hopefully they get it back together today where it's drivable. They will concrete it to surface for now, and then this spring they'll come and grind it and have it asphalted. So it's some construction outfit out of Salem and or Louisville area. So. But
I saw their trucks, I didn't recognize them. I never
yeah,
seen them.
they've been in real good contact with Jaron a lot on it, and seem to be on it. So
That's still, when you and I talked, that's still like a 30K fix, is that right?
as far as I know, I don't know what they're charging or
Right,
anything.
right.
I know lawyers did that quote, but yeah, it's pretty expensive
Yeah,
because
yeah.
being out in the state highway.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Doug.
Yep.
Again, anything from commission?
Yeah, I think in December meeting, we talked about the 3 parking spots on St. Louis.
Yes, Jane
And
actually looked that
There's
up.
Jane sent an email of that request and a little circle out the side that says 3 spaces, 3 months.
Mhm.
I meant to look at the notes and I haven't done it. Did we just approve that for 3 months?
I think it was 6 or 7 months.
They asked for
because
7.
they started in July.
Okay.
I can go.
I remember talking about 3 months. I don't
I
know.
thought we said 3 and we'll revisit it, or if we
That's
don't
what
have
I
any
thought.
complaints, there was something about 3, but I don't recall.
It was 3 because of Oktoberfest,
They had to
because that
be
would have been
removed
about the right time for Oktoberfest.
And then,
So we're getting closer to 3 months anyway. You know what they're doing down there, Jeremy? Are they about done with that or have any idea?
Downtown,
The Hill.
the health center,
Yeah.
they're still working, I don't think they're near complete, so.
All their stuff's still there and
Yeah.
every time I drive by, it just
Mhm.
bugs me, so.
We'll
Might
have-
be worth a phone
Yeah, we'll
call
get a
or something.
follow-up to see if they need to do an update on it, because I know they've been in the back as well for a few weeks.
Okay.
I've noticed that on my way home several times, so.
Yeah. It just catches my eye every time I go by there
you
and
stay on top of it, yeah.
Okay.
hopefully they're about done. I don't know.
They were doing a pretty big project, so I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
how
sure.
quick they'll be
I
done.
think it's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
Usually takes
It was-
longer than you think.
I think they dropped that floor about 6 feet if I remember right, so, but that's by memory. Only things I've got today is just simple thank yous. I know this week's been stressful for everybody working on the O'Brien Street project. Great timing on the slow exhale there, Chad. So thanks to everybody that's been involved in that headache, whether it's Bernie or
Thank you.
Chad or Chris or whoever. It's not been an easy one, and thanks to the state for working with us on that as well. Thanks to Darren for all the IT work, figuring that, going through all that and sorting it
Yeah,
out.
I think
So,
that's a big deal.
and last but not least, thanks to the pothole crew yesterday. I haven't laughed that hard while I've been out shoveling with anybody in quite a while. So you got a good group going there that knows what they're doing, and so shout out to them, and thanks for letting me tag along and slow them down a little bit. So
They didn't get a picture of you on a shovel, that's what
that was, it's funny how that works. We, every time we step out of the truck, we look to make sure Bernie's not around, and then
Bernie at?
So if there's nothing else, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Enjoy your day, everybody.